Hey guys, it is Monday, March the 7th. We're getting ready to take off on the daily dose. I want to say this is episode 13. For those of you that don't know, I am uploading all of the episodes to YouTube so you can watch them at your convenience. I usually upload them within a couple hours or so. So if you miss it, you can either come back to my Facebook wall, or you can go to YouTube. It's under Sherman Merrick's. So you can go to YouTube and check it out. Either way, it's fun. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I know that I had a good weekend celebrating my wife's birthday all weekend long, every day. But no, it was a good weekend. So we had fun. We didn't do much, sort of hung out, had a good time. What'd you guys do this weekend? So some of you guys out and about. I like to keep up with everyone through Facebook, so I sort of know what's going on in your life if you post via Facebook. So I got a question from last week. Well, not a question. Someone shared with me from last Friday when I asked, what would you be doing if you know, yeah, Jeff Evans killed 16.2. That's a CrossFit thing if you don't know. He finished the workout in like 18 and a half minutes. So congrats, Jeff. That's pretty impressive. What was I talking about? Jeff messed me up, get me out talking about CrossFit, get excited. So someone sent me a message with in response to what they would be doing if they knew that they couldn't fail, or what would you be doing if you couldn't fail. Someone said I would be working on, I would have my own denim stores across the nation, and they would be big brands. She would be in charge of them. So I would say to that, obviously before you get to having multiple locations and a big brand, everyone starts off small. So you say you want to have a big brand selling denim. How much denim are you selling now? Are you selling a pair of jeans per week? 2 pair per week, 3 pair? What are you doing? If you aren't selling any denim right now, we got to get started doing something, right? Because we can always say I want to do something bigger and better, but if we're not doing anything currently working towards that, it's sort of just lip service. So we have to get started on that dream, right? I don't know if you're going to be making your own clothes, buying them from a wholesaler, but I know that you'll see this, so respond via email and let me know, what's going to be the next step. How are we going to start selling that product? How are we going to start selling that merchandise? All right? So let me know that. I'm going to talk about, today I'm going to give you guys 3 tips. We're going to talk briefly about, is it possible to work too much, right? Obviously, I've been getting a lot of comments and stuff and questions from people. They were like, how often, how much do you work? Do you get to spend as much time as you would like with your family, that type of stuff? The answer is yes and no. Yes, I work a ton. But I basically determine when and how much I want to work, right? So, honestly, I could work as little as, I want, or as much as I want. But I decide to hustle and grind and really keep the pedal to the metal, because that's just how I am. I have big dreams and stuff. So is it possible to work too much? I think it is. But if you really know what your other priorities are besides your career and besides work, that really helps, right? So with me, obviously my other priorities and stuff that's important to me is my family, God, that type of stuff right there. So I spend time doing that. I spend time with my family, every day, that type of stuff right there. I make sure that my kids know that, I love them. I'm there for them, even though I'm busy most of the day, right? So I think the first thing you have to do is determine what your other priorities are. If you're not married with kids, maybe you don't have any other priorities. Maybe your career is everything right now, which that may be fine. So you could just go at it all day, but there'll be a point when you will have other priorities, even if it's having fun. You need to determine what your other priorities are and then start working towards those as well, right? So that's one. The first thing, you want to determine what your other priorities are. That is key. 2, schedule your downtime or vacation time, right? That's very important. That's something that I've gotten very good at. I basically know what vacations and trips and how I'm going to get away in January. When I come up with my schedule, I already know pretty much, all right, this week I'm going to be gone. This weekend is going to be a long weekend, that type of stuff right there. So I would say schedule your downtime. There's nothing wrong with scheduling your downtime. It actually helps you, right? It actually helps me a ton. And the reason it helps me so much by scheduling my downtime, because I know exactly when that downtime is coming, right? So, for instance, we just solidified last night that we're going to go on a vacation early August. We're going to go away for a week, right? So I know that mid-June, I'm going to be hustling. I'm going to be grinding, because I'm basically just going to try to work as much as I can those 6 weeks, get ready, because I know that early August I'm going to get a nice little break. So I'm going to put my head down and just grind, hustle, get as much as I can, get away for a week, nice, relax, and then come back and get back to work, right? But if you don't schedule that downtime, you're never going to take it, because it's never a perfect time. It's never a perfect time to get away from the hustle, to get away from work and all that stuff right there. I sort of equate that to, there's never really a perfect time to really do anything important. People that have kids, there's never really a perfect time to have kids. People tell you, I'm trying to wait. There's no perfect time to have kids, and no perfect time to, start a new career or start a business. There's no perfect time. There's always a ton of stuff that's coming up. So I would say schedule your downtime, pencil it in, schedule it so that you know exactly when it's going to be. And then, hey, you'll be able to get it in, and you will not miss it. I don't want to miss my downtime ever. So that's 2, schedule your downtime. That's important. The last one, know when you're getting close to your breaking point, right? So this is one that's a little, it's a little tricky, right? You need to be able to tell when you need to get away, right? So even if it's a longer weekend or something like that, if you're getting to that point where you're just in a bad mood, you can't think, a plethora of things could be going on that you aren't working at 100%. You need to just get away, take an extra day away. Don't worry about, work, your job, that's just the way it is sometimes, Make sure you set your email up so if clients are emailing you, they'll get an auto response saying, hey, I have to step away for a day, but I'll respond, this day, so they know